So, good afternoon everyone, welcome back to Pallegney and welcome to a new vlog here. As you can see, I'm in a bit of a different car than I'm used to. You guys might have realized that I like things that are old, that make a lot of noise and that are manual. And that really doesn't matter if it are tractors like the 4800 or cars like this old Mustang. So I traded in my Skoda for this Mustang and I'm now heading to the shop to pick up a small trailer, and then I'm quickly gonna be heading up to the top fields because the contractor is bailing there, and I'm hoping to catch a bit of time lapse as well from that. So they already, as you could see in the intro, they already finished like the big field and the field near the farmyard. So I'm hoping to actually head up to the top fields, catch a bit of a time lapse, and I'll pick you guys up after that's done. The contractor is just driving off, as you can see in the distance, and the field is all well built up. Actually, all of the fields are built up at the moment. If you notice the bank balance, that's actually the payment for the chickens that came through. So I got the new chickens in the chicken coop, and I might have said that it could hold 1,000 if I'm not mistaken. Turns out it was 1,500. So those are in there right now. Oh, by the way, this is the new car. So it's an old Mustang with off-road tires, higher suspension, light bar on the top. Anyway, yeah, so I've got 1,500 chickens now and a pretty low bank balance. Now I know that there is an invoice coming for both the silaging and the harvesting and baling, and I'm afraid it's going to be one invoice. So that might be a bit of a struggle to pay. For now I'm actually going back to the yard, drop off the trailer and then go over to the dealership, because they just got in touch with me. They noticed that I was baling and they actually have a new brand that they're selling nowadays, Anderson. And they had a Anderson baler on demo and they asked if I'd like to try it out for the evening, because he came back from another customer around 6, so I can try it out for a couple of hours, see if I like it. The thing with the Anderson is the way it folds up, you're actually able to drive over the road with it whilst being fully loaded, most like the Artisan, which is more common here in France. That one, if you're fully loaded, it can't actually fold up properly, so you can't go on the road with it. But with the Anderson you can, if I'm not mistaken, so I want to try it out and use it to transport the bales back to the storage on the yard. It's quite a beauty of a machine, but I am a bit worried about the rear of the stacker swinging out whenever you're making a turn, because the wheels are in the center of the machine, but we'll see how it goes. And in front of it is a brand new class Action 800. So this is the combination that I get to take for a spin, which is extremely lovely. So I haven't been in this modern of a tractor for a while. It's completely CVT transmission, GPS screen on the side, which I'm not going to need, of course. Radio, lighting, air conditioning, isobus screen as well. So yeah, let's take it for a spin. Let's see what it does. Oh, by the way, if you're thinking like, his driving is different or the camera work is different in the vlogs from now on, that's not that weird. That's because I got a actual steering wheel instead of a controller, and I've built a whole construction around my controller so I can use it as a joystick. I'll put in a clip in the video of me using this setup. Yeah, if my driving style is slightly different or the camera is a bit erratic, that's because I'm still getting used to the whole setup that I have and which button does which and stuff like that. But yeah, hopefully this is gonna improve my driving, and I do enjoy the steering wheel and the pedals and the way it's set up and the way it works. It feels a lot more real and a lot more controlled than that it was with just the controller. So I do actually really enjoy it. I just need to get used to the handling and what the buttons do and how I'm gonna work with it. So if I go... oh, that's the horn. There. That puts it in operating position. And then I just need to drive up to a bale. It automatically picks it up, puts it up there, and now the front tray is full and it stacks it up two onto each other onto the back, and then I can drive on to the next bale. This is a lot easier than doing it by hand with a wheel loader, to be honest. These are the moments when you notice the accuracy on the steering wheel and everything, because it's just so much easier to slowly drive up to it, go alongside it, pick it up, and then continue on. There are 3 loads done, which comes down to 42 bales, and I promised to bring this piece of equipment back around 6, just before the last salesman would leave. So yeah, I'm gonna bring this one back to the store and I'll pick up the last couple of bales with the wheel loader. Just do it the old-fashioned way, I guess. I also just got the invoice for the silage making from the contractor for the loading wagon, and that was 10,500 euros for 3.5 hours of work. I came to an agreement with them to pay it early next month after I sell the cows, just because my cash flow is a little bit limited with the purchase of the chickens. On the bale loader, I do like it. As you can see in the cinematic, it works really nice. It's really easy to control. really friendly with the builds as well, so that's good. It's just all in all a very nice piece of equipment, and I do like the class as well. I've never really been too big of a fan of the class tractors, but they do drive nice, and it was struggling a bit on power, to be honest. Now, I'm not saying I'm going to be buying class, of course. I'm going to be honest, I don't think I'm going to be buying a brand new tractor anytime soon, because they're just expensive. I had a nice time on it, was an enjoyable piece of equipment to use. Not sure if I'll ever buy it, but yeah, well, who knows. So I'm going to be heading back to the farm and jumping into the wheel loader and start loading up all the other bales. So, and that is the last bale picked up. Now I'm just going to leave it on the front of the wheel loader just so I've got something on the spikes. That way it's a bit safer on the road. But yeah, that's all the bales picked up. Now I didn't actually film any of it because bale stacking is something I still really need to concentrate on whenever I'm doing it. So I didn't feel like picking up a camera and trying to make some nice shots and then mess up all of the bales. That are all the bales that were stacked up here in the shed. As you can see from one of the clips I shot, I kind of messed up with the trying to pick up 7 at a time. It was a bit audacious. It could handle it, but the bales are very unstable, as you saw from me tipping everything over. But yeah, I'm gonna leave it here for today because it's getting late and I still need to get 2 fields of bales off, but I'm not gonna film it anyway because that would just be a mess. But I hope you enjoyed this. If you've watched it till the end, thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. And until next time, thanks so much for watching and I hope to see you again soon. Bye for now.